What's going on, YouTube? Back with this gate maintenance video for you today. Finally worked out how to clean bearings properly for the first time in 2 odd years of skating now. I didn't even notice the nuances of different bearings and can they be deep cleaned, and if they can't, how can you maintain them? So let me just show you this type of bearing. See the crimp on all the way around on the outside, and it's on both sides. This is a bearing that can't be deep cleaned, because to remove the shield you wouldn't be able to get the shield back on. It'd bend, it'd twist up, so you can't really deep clean this type of bearing. So once it's gone, it's gone. But as you can hear, I've had these for about a year and it still spins relatively good, because I've found that you can do something to sort of maintain it. And it's, I bought this product, TF2 lubricant spray. Basically all I do with it is spray a bunch of that in a little bottom of a little container, put the bearings in it, soak them for about 10-15 minutes, take them out, dry them off with a bit of kitchen roll, and then give them a spin. Yeah, the dirt might still be in there, some of it does come out, but you can't really take off the shield to maintain it, so that's a way I've found that you can maintain it. Then you have a rubber shield bearing, which these shields do come off, so they can be deep cleaned, because I deep cleaned my rubber shield ones yesterday, and they spin silently and nice, because I also put some of the Bones bearing speed cream in there, and I've skated them since, and they are fast. And then the ones I'm going to be doing the deep clean on today, because I didn't even know you could deep clean these, is this type of bearing. And you know it can be deep cleaned because you're looking for that little groove right there, this little groove here. That means the shield's held on by what they call a C-clip. So to get the shield off, you need something like this, like really nice skinny tweezers. And then you get your bearing, get your tweezers in, and you just literally it's kind of fiddly. It does take long, but see, the little C-clip comes out. There's the C-clip. And then you should literally just give it a couple of taps, and the shield does eventually come off. Try to show you the coming off, but it doesn't want to play ball. That's probably because there's a build up of crap on the inside there, because these have never been really deep cleaned, and I don't want to try and pry it off with the tweezers in case I bend the shield. Give us 2 seconds to just get this shield off. Right, so there's the shield off like magic. And there's the inside of the bearing. So as you can see, it's dirty. There's not much lube left in there. It's starting to stick. So these are the ones that are going to get deep cleaned today. So is this side shielded too? I think it is. Yeah, see, there's the gap. Let me try and get into focus, that would help. See, there's the gap. So let me see if I can get this one off on camera for you. So there's the C-clip coming out. That just pops out. And then, come on. That's the playing ball again. There you go. So yeah, just a couple of taps usually gets it off. There's the ball bearing. So now I've got to do what? Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more of these, and we'll be right back. And boom, like magic, we're back. So that was a lot more fiddlier than I thought. As you can see, there's the C-rings covered in crap. There's the shields all covered in gunk, and the tweezers are covered in a lot of gunk. There's the bearings, all ready to be deep cleaned. Now, I know I said I had 11 more to do, but I've done 8 because the system that I'll be using is just the cleaning system to put them in is the Bronson Speedco Next Generation bearing cleaning unit, and the instructions are pretty basic. That's what it looks like on the inside. They are your spacers and your washers. So let's give these a little open. Spacers. Don't lose any of this because you will need it to rinse and repeat the process. So 4 washers, another 2 spacers, and the sticker that comes with it's already on my helmet. So yeah, that's what comes with it. These spacers, the washers, instructions, and a sticker. Right. So instructions are pretty straightforward. Basically tells you to do what I've just done, remove all the shields, and then tells you how to lay them out, which is pretty straightforward, as you can see. So put the instructions there, you can't really go wrong then. So you just get this, and it goes a bearing on, then a spacer, then a bearing, then a spacer, then a bearing. So bearing, spacer, bearing, spacer, bearing, and then 4 of these washers. So let me see if I can group 4 up and just get them on at once, eh? Get them grouped up. There's the 4 bearing spacers, well, the washers, and then a bearing. And then same on the other side. Bearing, spacer, bearing, spacer, a bearing. Oh, fucking fell over. Ha! And the 4 washers on. And then the bearing. There's your cleaning unit, so we'll just put this to one side. And then what you need next is this big boy. Isopropyl alcohol. Now in this unit with these bearings you'd only need about 40 mils each time. So you load it up like we've just loaded it. Then you get some of this stuff. Open that. And you only want a little bit, you only want like 40 mil. That's not a lot. So we'll just pour it. Put that to one side. So that's in there now. Put the lid back on there. And then all you do is this lid does not lock in place on this, so when you put the lid back on and start shaking it, hold it with a firm seal and it says shake for about 90 seconds. You can smell that alcohol. Ooh. It's really going. I'm not going to do 90 seconds, I'm just going to rinse and repeat a couple of times instead. So you can see the colour of the alcohol is like clear, sparkly clear, right? So put that back down. Get this little thing, right? We'll empty this out. Right, so that's all shook up. So we'll just see if we can do this without losing any of the bearings. Look at that, the colour of that. All the bits of rubbish in that coming off. Right, so it says rinse and repeat a couple of times. So that's exactly what we'll do. We'll get this again. Get the alcohol. I'll pour a little bit more in this time, just in case. Don't want a lot. Spilled a little there, but that's okay. Put the lid back on. Down. Bring this little dish back and we'll see. Oh, look at that coming out of there. Look at that. Oh my god. Right. So we've rinsed and repeated. That one's still got loads of gunk on it. Yeah, still got crap on it, hasn't it? Let me just flip that bearing. Oh, there goes the washer. Damn it. There we go. Then let me just flip this bearing over, give it another rinse, put these washers back on, because I've still got something in it. So we'll just flip that over, do this again. Put a good glug in. And we shall see. I think I might have poured a bit too much in there. So let's see now if that got any better. I've just had to jump up and empty this out because it was getting a bit full. So we'll just see. Yeah, there's still bits coming out. So that's 3 times. Right, we'll just empty this and see what they look like on the paper towel. Right. Probably all at the bottom in there as well, yeah. Yeah, there's loads in the bottom there. Right. Let's just line these out. Gotta keep keep them separate. Let's have a little look. Yeah, not bad. Feel clean. Spinning great. Get rid of these washers. And there's still little bits in there. They'd probably need another go in there, like. That side's dead clear though. Yeah, there's probably. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is the ones that are like this have still got some little bit of gunk on them. Looks like the other side's completely clear, but they're not. So I'm gonna put them in face down now and see if it works. I'll do this off camera and I'll be right back. So I'm back after doing that one off camera, and yeah, pretty much the all turned out okay. Another rinse through, everything's fine. So now, get a bit of kitchen roll. Just dry them all off a little bit. It's worked lovely, that. Works beautiful. All nice and clean. So that's them all done. Right, so the next bit would be to clean off all your shields and clean off all your C-clips a little bit with a little bit of alcohol. So it'll be 2 seconds. So I'm not going to go too mad with the clips in there. I'm just going to swish them around a little. Get them all out. Put them all on there. Same with the shields. Just gonna, not too fancy with them, swish them around a little bit. Get them out, let them dry. Don't want to do nothing too fancy with the shields or the clips, it's all just going back together. Alright. And next, you will need some form of wheel lubricant, or bearing lubricant, sorry, should I say. So I've gone for the Bone Speed Cream, as I said earlier. I've used it already on these rubber bearing ones, and I love these rubber bearing ones because the bearing cover is just so easy to get off. Just so much more easy. I've skated these again a couple of times, or well, yeah, another session already on them. But the rubber covers I prefer because they're just easy to get off. It's how easy they are to get off and how easy they are to put back on. Dead simple. So I'm going to do one on camera for you, and then I'll do the rest off camera. So you get your bearing, make sure it's a bit dried off. So I'm going to put a back on. I do it this way. Well, I figured I'd do it this way so we don't lose a lot of lubricants, because I've only ever done them rubber seal ones the other day. It's the first time I'm doing double backed ones. So I'm going to put the back on one, and then get the Speed Cream. And drop, drop, drop. Give it a little spin. Get it spread around. And then another shield. Quite fiddly, these little C-clips. And that's it. And that's how to deep clean and maintain a bearing. I'll be right back when I've done the rest of them. And like magic, there they are. All put back together. All Burns Bones speed creamed up. So my conclusion would be, yeah, it's worthy if you don't want to spend money on bearings all the time. It's, yeah, slow process. It is, just even doing 8 takes a while. Yeah, highly recommend picking one of these up. It's not as messy. Defo need the speed cream. But yeah, it's worth it. Listen to them now that they're cleaned. And the reason I chose these bearings as well is because they were trashed. Absolutely trashed on the inside. And now they're spinning fine. Hope this helped.